Hey guys, Bradley here at Brands East 21 Club Bro. I'm here with my main man Fresco from Stadium Goods. We're here to talk about all things sneakers, but also about Sneaker Beast. Now that we're officially launched in store, you've got to make sure that you come pay us a visit. Before we get into Sneaker Beast, Fresco, tell us a bit about yourself. You're the front man for Stadium Goods. How did that happen?
Totally by accident. It definitely was not planned. I got out of college, ended up doing like visual merchandising. That turned into doing project managing with a sports marketing company, then teaching a program about the business of sneakers that started in 2015. And my brother actually saying, they're opening up a new sneaker shop. You should go down there and try and see what's up. And I went down there and I tried to see what's up. Same for you. I want to ask, like, what was your background? What brought you here?
Me was here, there and everywhere. There'd been no straight path. My nan used to watch a TV show called The Only Wears Essex. Okay. And she saw a guy wearing a pair of trainers and she said to me, she was like, I like these, what are these? I said, I have no idea. So we went on the computer, we were looking, found them. It was a pair of like Office exclusive Air Maxes. The word exclusive is what stood up.
Yes.
It was the first time for me that I was like, yo, an exclusive shoe, what's this sorcery? Like, that's not a thing. So I did a bit of digging, I did a bit of research. My nan ended up buying me a pair because she thought I needed to be a little bit cooler. Since then, I started working slowly, and ended up here after like 3 years of trying to find somewhere that I enjoy, that I really enjoy, that I'm working closer with a product like this that I can relate to. Any excuse to talk about shoes, I'm in.
Footwear is such an interesting conversation because it brings everybody together.
100%.
It's something that
100%.
we all essentially at some point in time have to identify with.
Every shoe has a story. The best part is it doesn't have to be like, with these Serena Off-White, the whole story. Virgil wanted to collaborate, made a whole outfit for her, everything to play in. Like, it doesn't have to be a design story. It could also be personal.
Everyone's shoe is their own personal story. That's another thing I say all the time. Most people don't know that the original Union store was in New York, 1989.
Okay.
So this shoe being that, Union LA, shout out to Union LA, but at the same time, the lineage and the history ties back to the city. And there's so many stories that the Jordan 1 tells, whether it be weddings, court, graduation, just special moments that this one shoe tells. So it's a universal shoe. It universally connects all of us.
In terms of like sneaker culture in the States, like as well as Stadium Goods, like what do people gravitate to?
The collaborative efforts now have changed a lot. The entertainers now have become more influential than the athletes.
Yeah.
The athletes now, they've been presenting themselves a little bit differently as far as, the walk to the locker room with the outfits. That has pushed forward the fashion space in regards to the athlete being a little bit more relevant. But in the sneaker space now, the Yeezys, the Travis Scotts, the Pharrells, they are already connected to the fashion world, which made it easier for them to fall in line of the sneaker community and have the impact that they have. They're influenced by just what they like and how that shoe connects to them in whatever way it may be.
Over here is roughly the same. I mean, to be honest, entertainer does dictate a lot of what people wear. There is a difference between your sneakerheads and your collectors.
Yes.
Even like the shoes that they bring out, the names that they throw at you. You speak to a collector, you're going to learn something new. You speak to a sneakerhead, you're going to be able to hold a discussion.
It's a total difference. With Stadium, we try to bridge the gap between the two, because it's as simple as a conversation. There's a newer age understanding and there's an older understanding, but if you can merge those two understandings, it sparks a new customer.
Yeah, that's one thing we're trying to do here. Obviously with Sneaker Beast,
For sure.
you guys have part of your customers similar, but I'd say quite a lot of your customers very sneaker focused. For us, we're a very fashion focused customer, but we want to bridge that gap into the sneaker scene. We want to be a sneaker location, and that's what we're working on doing, especially with you guys. It's giving us the backing to do that.
And that's the thing with the items that we have, it shows the connection in general. So the Chanel Pharrell, for instance, that's high fashion and that's streetwear.
Yeah, exactly. Ecos.
Yes, tell me
These bad boys.
about these.
Right, so these are getting to the bridge of high fashion. Kiko Konstantinov is a CSM graduate from London, fashion designer. He's first external designer to be given full design control at ASICS over a shoe. He's made nearly a range of shoes. It's the first time that ASICS ever used a spiral logo on a sneaker, and it was the first time we were introduced to a full-length gel sole.
It's clear that Bradley has a healthy sneaker diet.
Yeah.
What I call a
spend my
healthy
life,
sneaker diet
spend my
is-
life reading, just in case people say anything. It wasn't the first full gel sole shoe to come out. It was just the first one we were shown. So if anyone wants to
Yes.
call me out on it, you can't now.
With new and something being like so fresh and new, it brings me back to the first time the Supreme Dunk Low released.
I
And
mean,
yeah, at the time, there was nothing like it at all. Supreme being like a cutting edge, like we're gonna do what we want kind of brand.
they've done mad stuff, Supreme. Like, you know, especially with these, like this is the first Nike dunk or the first Nike collaboration they ever did, and the first sneaker other than a Jordan to have the elephant print. That was an homage to Jordan.
Yes.
Like that was an homage to the skate culture, you know? They used to prefer the J's to
The
the
J's
dunks.
instead of the dunks.
Like
yes.
it wasn't, like the dunk wasn't an SB, it was, well, it was a collegiate basketball shoe basically, wasn't it?
That connects skateboarding directly to basketball.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't have really done it better, have they? I mean, it's probably their most successful series, I think.
With that being the first collaborative effort, you know, they have a Supreme toolbox. There is a Supreme, there's handballs, there's tents, there's all these things. And a lot of these things will be available here at Brown's East,
Of course, we don't want to let people forget that. But like on the topic of sneaker beats, what's the most exciting part of it? For you, anyway.
The fact that we can show on both sides, or just globally, period, that it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
And it's all connected. The collaborative effort is one of the most exciting things in introducing globally that we are connected. Brown's East and Stadium Goods, New York, London, and there's not much disconnect between the sneaker world and the fashion world. The collaboration pieces that we got here are super dope.
Yeah, shout out to Services Unknown for that, helping us out, bringing in the goods.
They definitely got the goods, and everyone's address is on this. There's no excuses for you not to find us. You can find Services Unknown, you can find Stadium Goods, and you can find Brown's East. It's everywhere. Sneaker Beast, Brown's East. Not just this shirt, there are multiple pieces that will be available right here in the store.
Well, guys, and on that note, we're going to draw it to a close. So I've been Bradley, and this is Fresco.
And I'm always Fresco.
Thank you for having us, and we'll see you guys soon.
Peace.